didn't realize I was going to be double penetrated so early in the night. Is this one on? Hi! Hi! I'm used to people on the side of me too. I'm sorry if I ignore you. I'm so excited to be here in Cincinnati. Yay! It's my first time in Cincinnati performing, actually. I am a virgin. So I want to get to know you a little bit. Is that all right?
Yes.
No? Yeah? Okay. Are there gay boys out here? There have to be, right? Yay! Because I'm gay and a boy. I like penis. What about, are there lesbians? Oh my god, they're all around me. They're everywhere. It's alright. I love lesbians. I don't understand what you guys do. Like, I don't totally get it. I came out of a vagina, Jen. And are there... Oh, I'm sorry. It's hard to say the word. I need a little water. It's really good water. Are there heterosexuals out there? So unnatural. God says no. I just wanted you to feel what it's like for a second. That's all. That's really it. There's got to be straight ladies out here. Yes, straight ladies. Yay! I love straight ladies because straight ladies love their gay boys. They love their drag queens. Especially me. I have a lot of straight lady fans. Yeah. And they're the only people that love the show called RuPaul's Drag You. So thank you for employing me for 3 seasons on what guest judge Julie Fisher said was the oddest show she had ever been on. That is correct. Oh, I should put that one down here, right? They'll sing for you later. So, are there actually straight guys here? They're either at first or like this. And then somebody goes, right here he is. Like, I'm just gonna hop on him and face fuck him. I mean, I could make that jump. I just wanted to see who I'm going home with later. Hi, sir. What's your name? What's your name? Oh, it doesn't matter. Okay, so. And it's not, because it's now like LGBTQ, LMNOP. So if I didn't call you, now's your chance. Okay. And there's one more category, and I'm trying not to look at anyone in particular. Oh, sorry, I looked at you. They're right there in my face. Where are my sluts at? Stand up, take a bow. Do you like vagina? Penis, big penis. What's your name, Boobies?
Hold it one more second.
Boobies. Give a hand for Boobies here. I think she's laughing, otherwise I stop. I did that joke one time, and then after the show, the girl was like, "Oh, you called me my slut. You called me the slut." And I was like, "Oh yeah. Here's my mom. I brought her to the show." I'm like, "Oh, how old are you?" "I'm 17. Fired from life, Pandora. Fired. So, if my name's Pandora Boxx, if you didn't already catch that, I mean, I guess you know that, right? Because you're here. Like me, right? If somebody tricked you into coming, you're like, God damn it. She was such a bitch on All Stars. I'll talk about that later. So now that I got to know you a little bit, I was going to talk about me because it's my show. Right? So I was born in a town called Jamestown, New York. Yay! One person. It's where Lucille Ball was born, so that's the only claim to fame, because otherwise it's a dump. And I was so like awkward and socially awkward and physically awkward, and I like to refer to myself as athletically declined. And I was so bad at sports that they put me in a remedial gym class. I know, you're like, what the fuck is a remedial gym class? And I don't know, like I'm still like, what do we do in a remedial gym class? I'm like, I don't know, maybe we played games like duck, 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 or like hide and stay there, or ball. There's a ball right there. Because whatever lesbian, sorry, thought of the game dodgeball should be publicly caned. She's like, I think that we should take this large texturized rubber ball and whip it at children's heads. I'm sorry, that's my lesbian voice. I do love lesbians, so it's fine, right? If you say it, then you can make fun of them. No. Alright, so the first time I ever did drag was when I was 5 years old. And I'm in my mom's wig and her scarf, blouse, skirt, shoes, purse, the whole 9 yards. She takes a picture of me and then throws the wig out. That's alright, because I'm here now just like a lady and you guys paid to see me. But what we didn't know is that there was this whole secret photo shoot because we lived upstairs from my grandmother and my aunt. And apparently I had snuck downstairs and I had done a whole photo shoot with my aunt. She just recently sent us the pictures. So there's pictures of me in the same outfit doing poses like this. My favorite one is this one. She's so coy, what a tramp. So then I moved to the city called Rochester, New York, because I wanted to be gay. There were gay people there. So, and then I went out to a bar. My boyfriend had brought me to a bar, and I should preface this because there is a theme park outside Rochester, New York called Darien Lake. So I went to the bar with my boyfriend. He introduced me to this large lady boy. I wasn't sure, and I was like, okay. And they're like, this is Darien Lake, and I'm like, oh my god. It's so neat. Why does this poor fat girl have like a nickname of a theme park? They're so mean to her. And it's awful and I feel so bad. And then I went to my first drag show. They're like, ladies and gentlemen, Darien Lake. And I'm like, oh my god, I get it. I want to go to there. So we became friends with Darien, and then we went to what was called a drag party, and everybody was getting in drag, and I kind of was like, oh, maybe I want to do it, I'm not sure, but I had stolen like my sister's dress and her tights. And what's funny is I did the show in front of my sister, and when I said that part, she went like this. Like, you can have it back, it's ugly. So we went to the party, and the host of the party was like, do you want to do drag? And I'm like, well, maybe, I don't know, yeah, okay. So she's putting me in drag, and she's just loving it. Like, God, she's so nice, and she's having such a great time putting me in drag. And, okay, so I get asked a lot from new drag queens, like advice about starting out. Here's a big piece of advice. Never have somebody put you in drag when you're dating their ex-boyfriend. And they're not really exes. Ooh. In my defense, I did not know that. He was kind of an asshole. Alright, so, again, she's loving what she's doing to me. Like, she's just imagine black eyeshadow from, like, my eyelid straight up to my eyebrow, just solid black. And she's doing these big, horrible, awful lips. I mean, not as bad as what they needed to be in All-Stars, but big. Is she here? Again, I'll be back to All-Stars later. So, I look at, Darien walks into the room, and she walks in, and she's like, ah! We'll fix it. She's like trying to do this, brings me to the bathroom, sets me in front of the mirror, and I'm looking at myself and I'm going, wow, this isn't really the dream I had. I'm not really feeling very perversity. She's like, oh no, you can't look at yourself directly in the mirror when you're looking at yourself in drag. You have to lean back like this when you look at yourself. And I'm like, well, you know what? When my eyes are fucking closed, I look amazing. So, the guy that we both dated was he kind of screwed us both over a little bit. James Robertson. Here. And so he kind of ended up with her, and I kind of got really bitter and jealous and hateful. And I mean, hypothetically speaking, I might have ordered pizzas to his house every half hour and a half hour. I may have stolen his credit card number and ordered some dolls from the QVC doll order to be shipped to his house. I mean, who doesn't like a good Marie Osmond doll collection, right? Here's 100 of them. Enjoy. And they have some Fergus card. But anyway, so cut to years and years later, and I'm bartending at this bar, and I look over, and there's James, and I'm like, holy shit, he's here. And he looks like shit. Because that's what you want your exes to look like that screwed you over, right? Okay. So I'm talking to him, and in my head, for whatever reason, I decide I need to sleep with him. I want to prove that after everything that happened, I'm that good, he wants to sleep with me. That's my mentality. So I bring him home, and I'm like, he is so weird. And I'm like, what is the movie A Christmas Story. You guys have all seen A Christmas Story, right? Woo! So you remember when Ralphie is waiting in line for Santa with his brother, and there's that kid that's like, I like the Wizard of Oz.
Thank you.
I like Santa. That's James. Like, he's so weird. He's like, I like when you do that to my penis. Right there. Oh. I would rather watch a Steven Seagal marathon movie collection than sleep with James again. It was awful. And so that proves never get too upset about your ex-boyfriends.
It's because you're a pyro.
You're going to be like, what was I thinking? Twice. So, then the first time I did drag, here's another one. Here's a big piece of advice. Well, I decided that I'm going to do a song that nobody had ever heard of before for my first drag number. And it's 6.5 minutes long. Alright, so I have my black spandex catsuit and my little bejeweled bolero jacket. I didn't have any money, so it's like my $5 outfit from whatever those $5 outfit places are called, like Rave or Hush.
Forever 21.
No, not Forever 21. Well, I'm not that old. Alright, so I take my cheap outfit and I put my blonde wig on. Oh, and here's my friend gave me a piece of advice. He's like, if you really want to wash a wig really well, you can take your wig, put it in a pillowcase, put it in the washing machine on a gentle cycle, and it'll look beautiful. Not if it's curly. So I put my blonde dreadlock wig on.
Oh my God.
And I come out when I'm doing my 6-minute number, and there's a number that drag queens and sometimes patrons affectionately call the person in the show a pee break or I need a drink break. That was me. So everybody's not even paying attention to my song. I'm up on the stage. It's kind of set up like this, except there's only a couple tables and then there's a dance floor up there. Nobody's at the tables. We're all at the bar, and I'm like, I'm gonna work this song. I'm gonna do it. I get off the stage. I'm walking around the dance floor, and there's a chair in the middle of the dance floor, and I run into it, and I'm like, just make it look like I meant to do it. And so I'm like, I sit in the chair, and I'm like, oh, the chair falls over and goes. Smack my head on the dance floor, and I'm like, just make it look like you meant to do that.
Who cares? Puking.
I think I had a mild concussion, so it was probably like this.
Puke. No. had to puke.
So I'm like, all right,
had to
get up.
puke.
And then I get on top of a speaker, which is probably this high.
You
and the
did,
stage's like
didn't
this
you?
high too, so that speaker.
You
and I get
did.
winded walking back and forth across the stage now, so I can't even do that. But then I was like, I had a lot of energy, so I got on that speaker, and I'm still dancing, singing that song. I'm like, I'm gonna jump off the speaker.
I'm not ashamed of puke.
I'm still doing the song. I'm like, and I take my 50 cents in tips and I leave the stage. And then a couple weeks later, all of my friends from high school were coming to see a show, and I was so excited because they didn't really know what a drag queen was. They didn't really know they weren't really around gay people, so I was so excited that they're gonna come and see my show. So I'm like, oh, it's so great, they're being super supportive. So I took a white bodysuit.
I know we have one of us always
Queen out of budget.
stuff.
And I took a feather boa, and not like big drag queen feather boa. I'm talking like bridal party feather boa. It's like that thin $1.99. There's not a bridal party here, is there? Oh, thank God. So you take the white feather boa, and I sewed it around the arms, and I sewed it around the legs of this bodysuit, and I'm so excited. You wore a bodysuit. My word's going. All right, so I walk on the stage, they're all in the front. The first number they've ever seen me do, I'm like feeling it. I got my blonde dread like, wait up. And it hits that point in the song, and I'm like, and the bodysuit goes. Now, some ladies and some gentlemen may have snapped a bodysuit before. There's no real delicate way to snap it. So you're like, kind of went like this. And then the next week I got on Drag Race. So I guess you guys have seen Drag Race, yes? I auditioned for season 1. I didn't get on. Thank God. But they're re-airing season 1 right now. They're calling it the Lost Season because it looks like it was shot in 1992 in RuPaul's Garage. But I'm doing Drag Center recaps for them, which are on logotv.com. logotv.com. I promise there's only a few shameless plugs of myself. But go and watch it because she'll keep me employed. And I'm kind of funny. So I auditioned, I didn't get on. I watched the first episode, I'm like, I fucking hate this show, it's awful. No, I kind of like it. No, I really like it, I'm just bitter. So I did get on season 2 of RuPaul's Drag Race. And I lost.
Oh, you win!
But I won Miss Congeniality, which is voted out. And Entertainment Weekly said I was their America's Next Drag Superstar.
Amen!
And I didn't even have to blow anybody for that press.
Yes.
I mean, I blew somebody for this water earlier, so that's good. But so I knew that the days were going to be really long on Drag Race because there's a lot that goes into it, but I wasn't prepared for just how long they are. Because that elimination is a full day. Like, it's 8 to 10 hours standing in a police lineup. And you're like, oh my God, my feet are killing me. And you're like,
Yeah, there you go.
And then you're just like, when you see our looks on our faces and we're like this, we're just in pain. So we're standing up in the lineup, and every judge said something about every contestant, and just as they're about to get to me, they go, lunch!
Down.
Now, I don't know if they're here, but they're very big in California, but they're, the lunch was something called El Pollo Loco.
I realized, no, I got it.
Which basically translates to English, you eat it and shit it out at the same time. So that was our lunch, and then we come back on stage, and I'm like, oh my God, Rue, I think I should shit myself. Anybody have a wet nap, or a hair dryer? So finally, they're about to get to me to say it. And then what happens is it's called RuPaul Mugs for the Camera, which is basically this.
Every time I laugh. Thank you. Every time I laugh, what happens?
Does it make you feel uncomfortable? Good, because it's like 2 hours. I'm like, is she gonna say something? So I was trying to think of a drag race story that wouldn't get me sued, and I couldn't. So I was like, well, I'll tell this one. So do you guys remember the Rockstar Challenge of season 2?
Yes!
So basically the challenge was we had to sing live, we had just gotten the song, had to learn the words, and sing live, and make a costume, so we're all under a lot of pressure. We're all nervous about singing live. So we asked if we can have a cocktail, because we were all a little nervous. So we get the cocktails, I'm getting ready, I sip it, I'm kind of like, oh God, I'm gonna forget the words if I drink this. So I set my drink down, I'm like, let me go put my makeup on, I'm gonna get ready. I'm like, well, let me have another sip of my drink. Where did my drink go? And then come to find out, one of the queens had drank her drink, drank mine, and then drank directly from the bottle. See, I'm not gonna say who, Jujubee, but. So, we're in the police lineup again. We're standing there, and Jujubee's standing there like this. And Ruth says to her, Jujubee, what's wrong, Mama?